Hey guys, I'm back, and we're doing another player review, and we're going to start out with GreenLegend88. I'm pulled up on his island. I think he left, but I managed to click on his name right before his name got lost in chat, so we'll go through his really quick, and then we'll go back through the list. And I'm going to try to go through these a little bit quicker so we can get more people in, because last time it was getting close to an hour and we only went through 3 people. So we will start. And I know he has a few 6 or 5-star monsters, naturals. So Juno, from what I have seen, is pretty decent. I've never used her, but just the skills seems pretty good. Attacks 3 times, recovers the attack bar for each critical hit. And then this is an AoE attack that removes beneficial effects with a chance. And then however many beneficial effects she removes, it adds dots, which are continuous damages. And then, okay. And then this one basically just removes harmful effects on yourself. And then heals yourself and your allies for each removed buff. I don't know if this is an AoE passive or just your own passive, but Juno's, yeah, she's not bad. So it looks like you're running Despair for this one. Despair Focus, okay. That's not bad. I don't know if I would run Despair Focus on her just because, yeah, I could see that. You might want to get this second skill maxed out for the removing beneficial effects. You might, if you're using her to remove beneficial effects, you're better off relying on one of the 4-star monsters. So if you get a water sylph, or I mean not a sylph, water 9-tailed fox, or the wind brownie magician, they are a lot more reliable than she is. And then you could honestly change this the despair runes and the focus runes up. But from what I see, it's not too bad. So you should probably just work on those runes. But I like Juno. She looks pretty cool. I like Sierra a lot with her JoJo combo. HP, full energy. You might want to get some resistance. You only got 48%. Try to get that up to 100%, and then try to get her HP up to about 30,000, and then she'll really be annoying. Rauk, Fatal Blade. Yep. Change that rune. I know it's a 6-star, but you still want attack. You know, see, it's only at 1,000. You want to get it up to about 1,400, and then it can solo fame on, no problem. Attack, accuracy, speed, focus. That's good. And this basically just this first attack decreases the attack speed, and this one does the continuous damage effect. So with accuracy, you got 89. That's good. So you can you're more likely to decrease the speed and to put on continuous damages. So this is a good set. You know, I would even put on actually speed for this, instead of this attack percent, so you can get her to go faster. Her job is not to hit hard. It's basically just get the boss to not attack. So if you can get her just consistently decreasing his bar, that's a lot better. So you might want to get a speed rune there. Leo, he's actually one of the very less common Dragon Knights you see. I like his passive, though. It's a good way to counter the speed teams. So it looks like you're running, I don't know what you're running. So I think you're switching. Are you switching from full energy to violent energy? That's not a bad rune right there. It's a lot of crit percent. You might want to take that off later. Don't get rid of it, because that's a really good crit percent rune. For the substat, if you want to talk about, this is a good one for the substat too. 8% is not bad. Another 8%, that's not bad. This has got a lot of crit rate. Does he have a skill for crit rate? No. Oh yeah, you do. Continuous damage. Okay, that's good. That is good. You're also I think you're gonna need Yeah, you're gonna need some accuracy too because they can still resist it. This happens with my Julian. Even if you get a critical hit, they can still resist the effect. The percentage chance is just up to 100%. So once you hit that critical hit, it's a 100% chance for it to try to land on them, but they can still resist it. And this happens to my Julian sometimes, against Rena with 100% resistance. Sometimes I can't get that stun off with that second skill, so you might want to get some accuracy up. This one's based off of the HP of your own monster, Leo. So I don't really like those skills because they're not good until your HP goes down far, but this could be really useful. But this is really an arena monster because you want your monsters to be fast in dungeons. It doesn't help. I mean, the enemies are already slow enough in dungeons. You don't need to set their limit to 100 because they're really not going to even get there. So you're not really going to use him anywhere but arena. So if you make an HP team, it looks like you've got Brian too. He'll be great for your HP team. Not quite as good as Chow or Leica, but he's pretty useful for HP teams. And then this defense, you could use if you have a high defense team, or you could get some HP skill if you can get one. Almond, he's good. Only thing I could really say is get that crit rate up to 100%. It looks like you're running to get some better runes. And that's a good setup. I would focus more on getting him some hit points because it looks like you're only at 15,000. You should really get him up higher because he's really a reviver and he evens out the HP ratio. So you want him to have enough health to withstand that and give across the entire team. So him being an HP monster, yep, he really will pretty much just hand out his HP across the entire team, and that'll drain him a lot. And it's not HP percentage either; it's actual. Oh, it is HP ratio. Okay, so even then the HP won't be as effective because I swore it was actual HP, but that's okay. So I would get his HP up. Don't worry about his attack as much, and get his accuracy up too, because this is a good debuff skill for the attack power. So he's a good reviver and he has a good debuff. And then his first skill is just kind of until his other two skills cool down. But yeah, he's going to be mostly a revive, and you can use him on arena defense. Fire Ninja, not really good. He's fodder if you ever get the wind one. Acasis, get her awakened immediately and try to get, yep, you get some runes. You don't need crit rate, honestly. You just need some HP. You could replace that later, but I would put Despair Focus, or if you need more health, Despair Energy, because you want this continuous damage to work in your dungeons, but you also want so Focus is for this, but you also want it to be to survive. And then this is a good one with Despair. And her leader skill is not too bad if you need resistance, but I believe the Wind Ninja has a better skill where it's not dependent on the wind team. It's not dependent on the team being wind. He's good. I forgot his name, but the Fire Phantom Thief is pretty good. He's got a really high attack. I don't ever use Lure. I think I actually foddered him away. So it's up to you. He decreases the attack bars and then debuffs their defense. So he can be useful. So it looks like you do plan on using him. Yeah, speed focus. That's what you'd want to run because he's an arena monster. So he's kind of like the exact opposite of Bernard. So instead of buffing your team up, increasing speed, he basically just debuffs the enemy team, their defense, and their attack bar. Bernard, yep. Not bad. And just because this is a 5-star rune doesn't mean it's bad. The 5-star speed runes are really good. They're not too different than the 6-star runes. They're really not far behind, not compared to the 20%, on the percent runes. the speed runes, the 5-star speed runes, really good. Jojo, Fatal Focus, yep. So you could get better accuracy substats, but this is pretty good so far. 43%. You've got quite a few fusion materials, but so I could see you using him in the future, but it's a shame you didn't get Sierra, because Sierra Jojo combo is fantastic. But Juno, I'm sure, is good as well. Fire Sylphid, never really gonna use her. You could use him, Fatal Focus, for a lot of debuffs, but I don't really use mine. And I don't really use the Sky Dancer as much either, but I've heard this one is good. Oh, okay, so this is kind of like Michelle. That's good. So basically this extends the time of any beneficial effects on your team. So this is actually pretty good. I could see you using that. Can't really recommend a rune setup yet. Haven't really tried him out or looked at him, but you should keep him. And then Megan and Michelle are probably the only two I can really say you should keep from the rest of these. Maybe even Copper if you really need him, but he's kind of, you have to have good 6-star defense % runes. And then the rest of these, they're either fusion material or they're meh. Yep. Besides the Almond. So Almond and Konamaya and Ramagos and Taru, those are the monsters you should keep for later on, and you'll do a lot better. But for now, I would focus on getting some better runes. That's pretty much what you need. Try to get some more fodder monsters up. It looks like you're getting some 4-star foddered. You should get some 5-star foddered and get one of your other monsters a 6-star. I don't know how much you like Leo, but I know the Dragon Knights are fantastic, and Leo is a good anti-speed team monster for Arena. So runes are pretty much what you just need to work on. Okay. So the next one was, I think I have him on my friends list. Let's just do this. Get it out of the way. I believe Jonah. I was going to get Jonah the last time, but he was not in chat. So I went ahead and just added him onto my friends list so it doesn't happen again. It almost happened with Green, but with Green Legend, but I ended up just going straight to his island. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so here he is. And then I can just keep you on my friends list, Jonah. Even after the review, use my monster a little bit more. Help you out a little bit. Okay. So you pretty much just started the game. First off, this Water Inagami, you're going to keep him. I wouldn't 5-star him. Keep him 4-star. And basically what you want is his leader skill. And this is good for Arena since you've got the Fairy, but other than that, your Magical Archer is probably your best monster that you have out of all of these. She hits pretty hard if you can get some crit damage. You see that crit damage right there? I'll come over and point it out. So right here, you want to get this % up. And basically, when you hit a critical hit, which is determined by your critical rate, this is the % chance you have to hit a critical hit. When you hit that, your initial damage, determined by your attack power, is going to be increased by this amount. So instead of hitting 270 attack, worth of damage, you're going to hit 50% more than that. So what? 405 damage, or 405 attack power worth, roughly. You know, so that's a pretty good increase. And she has her passive skill, which increases her critical rate, and as her health drops, you know, her critical rate goes up. So that helps, you know, since you can't really get her critical rate up to 100%. So she can help you. Your fairy is basically your healer, and your Tion, your Garuda, he's your reviver. So keep these two for now. But I wouldn't really worry about the Harpy. She can be good for some stuns, but she's really not that good. The Inferno's not bad. You know, I'm trying to look at these monsters from your level, because none of these will be, you know, something you'll keep for the very, very, very long run. But you can hold on to these monsters for a little bit. Once you get a fire Inagami instead of the water one, then you'll really see an increase in your gameplay, because he's really good. So hold on to your Inagami for some for arena, and put him as your speed leader. So put him as the #1 spot for arena, and it'll increase the speed. So you could even work your Harpy up, since it's a water element, and your Inferno, since you've got it 4-star, you can get some runes on him too. So basically, what the heck? Okay, you got Despair runes. I don't know how you've gotten Despair runes already, but oh, you probably got it from Giants. Okay. Don't put Despair runes on him. You don't need this stuff. Go to Mount Sizz and rank up his or get Fatal runes. Put Fatal in there. And then once you get to Kabir runes, you'll get Blade runes. Put Blade runes in there. And you see where it says the 4 set right there? That basically means every 4 runes that you put in of the same kind, then and only then will you get this bonus. So right now you don't have a stun rate. You don't, because you only have 2. If you had these 2 slots filled with Despair runes, you would have a 25% chance to stun. But that's not really good for the Water Inagami, because he only has single target attacks. You know, so you get rid of these Despair runes on him. And you can even remove them, because they're not really expensive to remove yet. But get some Fatal runes on him and get his attack up. And he will do a lot more damage. Same with him. You want Fatal Blade. Fatal Blade. Oh. You want Rage Blade for her, so you got the Rage rune. Get some Rage Blade for her. You want Energy, probably all the way around, or Fatal Energy for her healing, because it's based off of attack power. I can look at the skills and tell you some runes. You're going to want Focus, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Fatal Focus. That's a good choice. And then Rage Blade for Saik, or whatever. Saik is good. Once you awaken him, his team buff is amazing, so hold on to him. And then your Garuda, you're going to want it to survive longer, so get some energy runes on it. And it's a pretty good healer too, because it heals your team when you revive someone. But as for the rest of these, the Wind Drunken Master is pretty good too. You can hold on to it. Amazon is okay, but I wouldn't focus on it. This Wind Drunken Master can help you with healing. So that's really, you should focus on getting your monsters awakened, and then get some the right runes. Right now you don't have to focus so much on what your stats are, because it's kind of hard, but you're going to want to get the right runes, and then the awakening materials. Now I'm going to go grab a charger really quick, guys. I don't know why, but every time I do these videos, my phone just drains like crazy. Yeah, I seem to always be running out of battery whenever I'm doing these videos. I'm always getting the 20%. Oh. Alright, let's see. Who was next? I believe it was Chung. Let's see if I have him on my friends list. I don't believe I do, because my friends list is just full. I'm trying to find more inactive people, but it is pretty hard. because I pretty much gotten rid of all of the inactive people. Let's see if he's in guild chat. So, hello, Chung. Oh, and that's the big announcement that I wanted to make as well. I was going to show you guys after the reviews, but I made a guild, and it filled up pretty quickly. I mean, I had like 300 requests within the first hour, which is insane. It's an insane amount. But if you shoot me a message here on YouTube, I'll put you down on a list, and then I can add you once people become inactive, or But it's 30 out of 30, and most of the people in here are people I've been talking to for at least a week or a few weeks. So I don't know how inactive, how long it'll take for someone to be inactive, but you can still send me a message, and I'll put you down on the list, and maybe eventually, I'll cycle some people through, because I really just made the guild to help people. It's really nothing. There's no purpose of it for right now, but yeah, just helping people, easier to respond to questions, and I think I might just start every review I do. I'll at least do one person from the guild, just because it's kind of more helpful to the people in the guild, and I know most of the people in the guild are all active, on at least 2 or 3 times a day. So right off the bat, I see your Jameer and your Wind Death Knight. That is awesome. I'm completely jealous of the Wind Dragon Jameer. He is one of a kind. You're going to be using him for everything except arena defense, but for Trial of Ascension, he's also really helpful. Arena, she's kind of meh. I wouldn't bother with her right now, but if you do, you need her resistance up to 100%, and you need 30,000 health on her to be really annoying. But she's really not that good, especially because you have a Rauk who can farm Famon. Tagros he's pretty good for AoE. Looks like you've got 2 AoE monsters, so that probably helps you with secret dungeons, but I would not use either of them in like the magic hall or the elemental halls. You're going to want to start getting different monsters to help you. One of those being Julian. He's the next step. He's not really, much better, but he is better, especially with his stun. You can use this one, Soth. You can use him for the Wind Hall, though, once you get up to B7, because you've got to either completely speed nuke, his health, or you've got to block his healing. You got to block the health recovery. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at these runes. Fatal Blade. That's pretty good. You might want to get some focus runes on him, actually. It looks like he's got some good continuous damage effects. Fatal Blade again. I'd get full attack percent on Soth. Also, maybe get some focus runes on him. You want his accuracy up so you can land those continuous damage effects. So it looks like your Rauk is good. He probably farms Famon fine. Acasis, kind of on the border for speed energy. You probably use her for arena defense, based on the speed rune. If you're going to use a speed rune, you need speed in slot 2, honestly. But I like Despair Focus more. Focus for the continuous damage, Despair for the AoE, and then you can cast this Force Field up. And it's useful in both arena offense, arena defense, and in dungeons. Not so much arena offense. Arena defense, it can be up until mid-game-ish, a little bit later in mid-game, then you kind of want to get rid of the cases because she's not really that hard to go past. Not quite as good as Chloe, but she's a good start, and you'll be using her in dungeons, so I think you should start going more towards dungeon oriented. Get some despair runes and focus runes, and you'll want speed, HP, accuracy, and get this force field skill maxed out for the cool time or cool turn. Ramagos full energy, yep, not bad. Again, you'll want it to be up towards 30,000, and then it can help you with some dungeons. But you won't use him a lot later on, but you can still keep him. I'm building up one just to see how he is. Jameer, yep, he's fantastic. Violent energy, that works because you got a speed rune, and that helps him, get his skills off a lot faster, and then he attacks multiple times with the violent runes, so that every time he attacks again with his violent skill, it actually counts towards one cooldown turn. So say you attack a few times in a row, you could end up doing Thunderbreak in one turn, before any of your other monsters and your team go. But you'll probably want to get better runes. The accuracy is a good rune, though. I'd get that up to 6-star. The difference between a 5-star accuracy rune and a 3-star is barely noticeable. So you could get a 3-star accuracy rune on there, especially because most of your stuff went to defense, and that's kind of not a good substat for Jameer. You'll want some accuracy, or no, you can't get accuracy substat on that. So you'll want some HP percent or some speed. Keep him. He's good for his leader skill, and he can be good once you get debuffs off. But I wouldn't focus on him right now. Fatal Blade. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's probably good for him right now. His third skill is really what does the damage, but even then, you need a team built around him to do, the large amount of damage that he does. But I'd keep him for his leader skill later on. Jeez, I really need to turn off notifications. I'm getting a ton. I'm in. Ooh. You got 100% crit rate. Nice. 4-star crit rate. Okay. Get your HP up. Get some 6-star HP runes when you can. And later down the road, take off all of these runes and switch out for Blade. For Violent Blade. And then when you get 100% crit rate, then you can remove the Blade and then add an energy. So Violent Energy. And then that way you can have as much health as you can with 100% crit rate. And no reliance on these Blade runes, because they're kind of in the way of this 15% HP boost with the Violent runes. And that's really, how you work with Amin, because right now he probably only does about 1200 healing. You really want him to do around 3000, upwards of 3000. That's really, good. Brand, you're gonna want to awaken him. He's good. Despair energy, yeah. Okay. HP. You might want to get focus on there for his debuff as well. I have Brian too, so I kind of know how he is. I haven't used him much yet, but he is good. You can use him on arena defense. Megan, arena offense, she's fantastic. Speed, yep, speed, focus. Nothing too much to say there. I mean, she's okay, but it's really for speed teams that you use her. Doesn't look like you have a speed leader yet. Ooh, nice for the hill. Yeah, so it looks like you're going for damage output. I put Despair on, and I still get pretty good damage, but that's probably because I have 6-star attack percent runes. But you could do this. If you're going to do this, you're going to want to have a crit damage rune in this slot. But other than that, Rage Blade is pretty good on him. He hits the highest in the game for a 4-star. So, Despair Focus, yep. Looks like you've got a lot for your Giants team. Giants B10 team. I don't know if you can beat it with these monsters, but it looks like you're starting a good Giants B10 team. That's that's Fusion. Yep. Fusion. No. Okay. Well, this is a Fusion monster, I think. Pretty sure. But I don't use him. I wouldn't use him. He's good in arena, I guess, like beginning game. But once you transition over to mid game, once you get up to like level 40 and start getting 6-star monsters, like at least once a month, Garrosh, he's not going to be doing much on your team. Bernard, right there, boom. Speed, focus. You want focus. You want accuracy % on that, and then you want an HP % right there, and a speed rune right there. So you need just better runes on him. Michelle, she's helpful. You can put it with Briand to make a double revive team. That's what I'm going to be doing. So she's good. I don't use Guillaume. I foddered him away. I don't really like him. And I have plenty of Phantom of these. I think I've gotten like a total of 8 in my playtime. But Rage Blade is definitely the way to go, especially with his passive skill. I don't use Rashid. I don't recommend you use her either. She's not really good. Her third skill's cool, but she's not a good attacker, so... Belly Dion, that's good. Yep. Speed focus. Yeah, that works. Yeah, because of the beneficial effects. Okay. I don't use the ninja either, so... I would use that to fodder away towards a Wind Ninja when you get one. Fire Vamp. I go Violent Blade. You could go Swift Blade. I've got 3 of them, so I probably don't need all 3. I probably could fodder away, but honestly, you don't want to level up his skills because you're just using him for the buff. You don't need any of this. And if you get this cooldown time right here, that's bad because then this one attack skill is going to go off more times, and that's not good. This throws 2 bats, 2 attacks, so it recovers the attack bar by, what was it? So it does 40% attack bar increase for this first attack, and then this second one is just a 20% increase. Even if it has a 30% critical rate bonus, it only increases 20% of the attack bar. So you don't want this going off when you're autoing, and when that cooldown time, turn -1 is unlocked, then it's going to be going off more often, and that's not good. So don't level up the skills on your Fire Vamp. Leave him empty. Just ignore the damage. He's not supposed to do damage unless you build a tanky one, and that's probably what I'll do. I'm probably going to make a Rage Blade one, a Swift Blade, and then I've got my Violent Blade. Just because I've got plenty of runes to do it, and I've got 3 Fire Vamps, so... And then none of these are good. Brownie Magician's okay. I wouldn't use him. But if you do use him, yeah, that's a good setup. But I would look more towards the Wind Brownie or the Fire one. Those are really the ones you want. That's fodder. Probably for your Wind Vamp, I wouldn't use on your Fire Vamp. You could, because it won't reach the this cool time turn. Well, as soon as you get down to the cool time turn, if you are going to level up his skills, then stop, because you don't want to get this last skill unlocked. Oh yeah, you don't need your Brownie Magician because you've got Soha. See, the thing with him is he removes randomly beneficial effects from enemies. Soha is all of the enemies, so she's better. And you got Wind Vamp, and then Rakaja, keep him, because he's going to be helping me with Giants B10. And Konamaya, Fire Hall, that's helpful too. And then the rest is Angel Bomb. So you've got a lot of good monsters. You're off to a good start. Definitely a good start with Jameer. That's fantastic. I really wish I could have gotten a Jameer. Jameer's fantastic. Let's see if we can get one more. There's one other guy asking. I'm pretty sure it was Eddie that wanted to know, or maybe he was just asking for the YouTube channel. I don't know. So I could do Meatank. God, his monster's ridiculously overpowered. His chow is really good. Yep. I'm kind of tempted to do it, Meat. I'm really tempted. If no one responds in 10 seconds, I'm gonna do it. Oh, 5, 4. I already did you, Wiz. Need to get new people in here. 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm doing you, Meat. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to look at your monsters. Not really going to be so much as a, rune advice or monster advice. I'm just going to look at your monsters. So this is a really high level player. He goes up to Guardian. He's one of the more frequent players in the channel. So just check these runes out. Good runes. His chow is amazing. I've used it before. It's pretty powerful. Let's see. So it looks like he's still ruining his Lulu. 100% accuracy on his Megan. Soha. Check out his Rena. This is what I was talking about. See, 100% resistance and 34,000 HP. So his shield is 15,000. His shield is 15,000 or 17,000. That is ridiculous. Shield that's 17,000 for every crit hit. That's pretty impressive. And you can't remove the shield often on this 100% resistance. So that's really annoying. I've heard him say that Chandra is really shitty. So I don't know about Chandra. I never really liked the Beast Monks. The Wind one I heard was the best, but I heard overall they're not that good. Oh yeah, this chow is awesome. 41,000 HP. 100% accuracy. 172 speed, that's good. But I got you beat. Meatank. I got a 6-star speed rune. Although it's on my Chimera, unfortunately. Instead of my Tyrone, it was a Violent rune. So I ended up putting it on my Chimera. So, but 6-star nonetheless. Oh, there you go. There's your 6-star rune. Yep, the difference. Look at that. 187. So take a look at this. 42. Now, this isn't plus 15, so I'm wondering if I could find a plus 15 speed rune. Okay, look, so this is plus 25 at plus 9. Plus 29 at plus 12. So it's about, like, I think it's going to be about 9 off between a 5-star and a 6-star rune. So that's really not that much. I think it's like 6 off or something like that. Where is it? Yeah. I think it's like 6 off. So it increases by 3, so yeah. 5 speed off, 6 speed off. Between 5-star and 6-star rune. So the only difference is the substats. I'll look at a couple more of your monsters. Show everyone some of your awesome runes. I'm so jealous because I can't really get a lot of these runes. It's hard to farm for runes. It takes a lot of time and energy. Now, I know he was probably just kidding about me doing him, but every time I do this, I'm like, oh, who needs help? He's always like, oh, me. Even though he's just kidding. So, you know what? I did it. I'm looking at your monsters, Meatank. I hope you're happy. Oh, another 6-star speed rune. 100% crit rate. So yeah, he runs the same thing, the Fatal Blade. And I've got a 6-star crit rate rune to spare as well. And a 6-star attack percent, but 4 to spare. So I need to get another attack percent rune. And then as we go down the list, the runes become less and less powerful. He's just got a ton of these speed runes. This is his infamous 6-star ghost that he made after he saw Solo Ghost, another high level ranking player that makes it up to the top 100 pretty frequently in the weeks. He had a 6-star ghost, so Meatank is making one too. It's the Dark Ghost, so very few people have it. Most people foddered it away. I foddered mine away, but I guess I have something to brag about. Now, most of these monsters you'd think, oh, they're really crappy, but Colleen is really great for the Wind Hall because she blocks health recovery. Fortunately, my team completely just speed nukes it, so the tower that heals him doesn't even get up halfway when I kill him, because I just put as many speed increasing monsters on my team just to make everyone go like 3 or 4 times before the boss can even go. So yeah, that's the awesome channel of Meatank. I'm sure most of you have seen him in channel 5001. So some of these runes that I looked at, if you're curious about other monsters that I have not talked about yet, I would follow his rune steps because he's got some pretty good rune setups. Most of them are the end game setups, you know. So I hope you enjoyed me looking at your cool base with your cool monsters. I don't remember you having a Wind Phoenix, but okay. Well, nice. If you got one, that's pretty awesome. I'm not sure if it's new or not. I don't remember you getting one, but or having one. So that does it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you got help from this, leave a like. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. And I'll be doing more of these guys, so come down to channel 5001 and just ask me to do one for you, and I'll write you down on the list, and find me on chat on a day that I'm doing it, and I'll help you guys out with your monsters. So I will see you guys next time.